I think what's interesting about the show Good Girls is you finally get to play a full-fledged, messy adult that's the same age as you are.
Yes. There's something personally validating as far as like, oh, this is fun to be actually in the place that I'm in instead of having to make myself think of a different headspace. But I have to say—
Or make out with like an 18-year-old dude.
I'm like, well, that's the best part. I made it.
You're like, some
gonna go to jail
weird,
after this
like,
interview.
cradle-robbing professional woman.
The tiniest little heart thief. No, I think in general—
You're like 9 actors' first kiss.
It's true. It's so creepy when you put it like that, but it really is true. Something else to take to therapy. No, I think it is cool because— but it's weird because this character, Annie, who is my age, is by far the least mature of, I think, all the characters I've played.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's this funny thing where it's kind of it's flipped on its head, where yes, she's my age, but she is almost like her development was arrested back in high school when she had her kid. You know, and she's somebody who had this child when she was 16 or 17.
Yeah.
And so I think that is kind of where her brain stopped growing and she just had to totally focus on raising this kid. And so it's this funny combination where, yes, she's acting her age and I can sit more comfortably in my body in that way and
or at least
the way
you
I
have
communicate.
your own house.
I have my own house, I have a car. This was a big thing too, is like, I'm so used to sitting in the passenger seat of a car and looking up at like a screen, Mom, and now I'm in the driver's seat and I look at my kid and I'm like, oh my God, this is such a weird, I'm so used to turning this way instead of this way, that's kind of a nice thing now.
The little
like,
things.
There's
You're
little
like,
things
oh,
like
my
that.
neck works
a
this
house
way.
key, you know,
Right.
things like that. But it is funny that the person I play is usually like, oh, I'm so torn because I'm just so wise beyond my years, you know, I'm aching to get out of this teenage body and make a change. You know, there's like, it's usually that kind of like weight of the world on the shoulders teenager. And now it's the opposite, which is also the coolest thing ever because I feel like in general, I don't get to play the wild, spontaneous one. I don't get to sort of like leap before I look. I don't get to not completely obsess over every decision or thing, you know, before I make it. The characters I play just aren't that way. And in a way, neither am I. And I think I've grown up in this sort of like very indecisive and tentative way, and I need to pragmatically think about every single way that something's going to play out before I choose to do it and how it's going to affect everyone and what the, you know, I'm like so obsessive in that way that in a way I feel like this role is really teaching me to sort of be more spontaneous and to trust my intuition for better or for worse and just loosen up a little bit and not be really much more present in the moment and sort of see where that moves me. It's been encouraging me to do that more in my life, which is really nice for a change.
That's interesting.